In this chapter, I will explain what you can expect to learn from this book, why I'm motivated to teach people to succeed, and what to watch for as you read. A successful real estate team is not simply a group of agents handling leads. It is a well-orchestrated division of labor that allows individuals to specialize in specific areas of the real estate operation. This specialization enables each team member to perform at a higher level than they could if they were tasked with handling every aspect of the business alone. To reach the pantheon of the top 1% of the top 1%, you have to master all aspects of running a successful sales and marketing company. Mastery. Notice I did not say real estate company. Real estate is what you do, but your business is sales and marketing. When I started my real estate team in 2012, after a 4-year run as a solo agent working 10-hour days, 7 days a week, there were no blueprints or established guidelines for team structures in the real estate industry. At that time, teams were still struggling to find footing in a predominantly solo agent-driven market. Major online portals weren't as dominant as they are today, and laws and regulations had not yet evolved to effectively support team leaders in overseeing their agents. I established my own brokerage to overcome these challenges and ensure compliance with Washington state licensing requirements. Framework. Most of us don't need to go to this level, but doing so gave me insights into having total control over all business areas. It is an important business lesson to learn that control is one of the key parts of owning a business. Most agents and teams don't have total control, and that limits their growth and speed to make effective decisions. As a real estate agent looking to make the leap into the multi-million-dollar realm, you likely have numerous questions and concerns, maybe even fears. This book will serve as a comprehensive guide addressing the key concerns and curiosities team leaders may have as they embark on their journey. Throughout the chapters, I will provide practical answers to the following questions. What is the ideal framework for a $1 million agent, and how can I adapt it to suit my business model? How can I establish an efficient team structure that encourages growth and success in my real estate agency? What are the core philosophies and principles that drive the success of $1 million agents? Which marketing strategies have proven most effective for top-tier agents, and how can I implement them in my own business? How can I create a repeatable listing system to streamline my processes and boost my agency's performance? What are the best practices for converting potential buyers into loyal clients? How do I set up a functional administration system to optimize my team's workflow and productivity? To excel in the competitive real estate industry, what essential areas of expertise do I need to invest in for myself and my team? How can I define and deliver a top-notch client experience that sets me and my agency apart from the competition? What strategies should I employ to recruit and retain the best talent for my team? As a solo agent, how do I become a top talent? How do I analyze and break down the financial metrics and key performance indicators that will help me gauge my agency's progress toward becoming a $1 million enterprise? As you read through this book, you'll gain insights, tips, and strategies that have propelled others to great success. By the end of your journey, you will have a better understanding of what it takes to build your own $1 million real estate empire. How to use this book. As you read, pay extra attention to framework, mastery, and $1 million notes. The information highlighted in these sections are insights into building your business like a seasoned professional. Framework is where you will learn foundational principles that all agents should know. Mastery will help you build a deeper understanding of the real estate business. $1 million is where you'll find notes on how to set yourself apart from the competition. It's what the pros do. At the end of each chapter, you'll also find next steps. These are actionable steps you can take to implement the information you learned in that chapter. By following the frameworks, strategies, and tools presented in this book, you will be well equipped to create the most profitable real estate team in your marketplace. If you're looking to take your real estate business to the next level, Million Dollar Agent, the proven playbook to build a real estate empire, is the book for you. Chapter 2, Growth and Success. A look at our team's timeline and statistics. In this chapter, I will illustrate the history of my journey from an unknown solo agent in a small town to a successful real estate team in a new marketplace. As a 19-year-old college sophomore, I never could have imagined the path my life would take. I couldn't decide on a major and took a summer job at Carlisle Transportation in Anchorage, Alaska, made famous by the TV show Ice Road Truckers. I spent long, tiring nights working in the water bay, pressure washing the dirt and grime off of 18-wheelers that had made their 1,000-mile journeys to Prudhoe Bay. During these seemingly endless nights, I had an epiphany. I wanted to become an airline pilot. My first step was enrolling in aviation school. While there, I worked hard to earn a degree in business management over the next 2 years. Eager to continue my education, I attended Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, where I spent another 2 years acquiring all the necessary pilot licenses. Undeterred, I moved to Miami and began working for Focus Air Cargo. For 2 more years, I honed my skills and gained valuable industry experience. Then, 6 years after making that initial decision while hosing down big rigs in Alaska, I became the youngest Boeing 747 pilot in America. To my 19-year-old brain, 6 years would have seemed like an eternity. If I had known the amount of effort it would take, I'm not sure I would have begun the journey. But looking back, the time went by quickly, and the achievements along the way were more life-changing than I could have anticipated. Framework. It's important to remember that thinking big and focusing on the long term can yield incredible results. As a real estate agent, the same principles apply. Becoming a successful team may not happen overnight, but with patience, perseverance, and a long-term commitment, you can accomplish far more than you initially imagined. Instead of sprinting toward short-term goals, embrace the journey and focus on endurance. When you take the time to build a strong foundation, the sky's the limit. My real estate career over the short run fell short of my expectations and, over the long run, exceeded my wildest dreams. Think big and think long term. My real estate journey. From 2008 to 2012, I sold real estate as a solo agent in the small town of Lake Chelan. As my business grew, my broker wasn't positioned to support my goal of starting a team. He encouraged me to get my designated broker license. I followed his advice and did just that. Within 90 days, I was licensed to go out on my own, and our team opened its doors on March 2nd, 2012. Our market was the town of Wenatchee, Washington. At the time, it had a population of 53,000, and I was the new guy in an established marketplace. In 2012, our team sold 101 properties for a total revenue of $443,000. This was a solid start for our new business, but we knew that we needed to continue to grow and improve to be successful in the long term. Our team consisted of 1 team leader, TL, 5 buyer specialists, 1 assistant, personal assistant to TL, listing coordinator, closing coordinator duties. In 2013, we sold 201 properties for a total revenue of $966,229. This was a significant increase over the previous year and showed that our business was starting to gain traction in the local market. This is also the year I stepped away from working with buyers. Our team consisted of one team leader, who also acted as a listing specialist, 6 buyer specialists, one assistant, who acted as the personal assistant to the TL, listing coordinator, and performed closing coordinator duties. In 2014, we sold 252 properties for a total revenue of $1,476,233. This was an even greater increase from the previous year and demonstrated that our reputation and brand were gaining recognition in the area. Our team consisted of one team leader, who also acted as a listing specialist, 8 buyer specialists, one listing coordinator, one closing coordinator. In 2015, we sold 290 properties for a total revenue of $2,002,402. We passed a significant milestone and felt that we were doing something right. Our team consisted of one team leader, who also acted as a listing specialist, one listing partner, 10 buyer specialists, one listing coordinator, one closing coordinator. In 2016, we sold 380 properties for a total revenue of $2,633,084. This was a record year for our team, and we demonstrated that we had become a major player in the local real estate market. Our team consisted of one team leader, who also acted as a listing specialist, one listing partner, 14 buyer specialists, one listing coordinator, one closing coordinator, one inside sales associate, ISA. In 2017, we sold 386 properties for a total revenue of $2,725,410. This was another successful year for our team, showing that our business continued to grow and thrive. Our team consisted of one team leader, who also acted as a listing specialist, one listing associate to support the TL, one listing partner, 16 buyer specialists, one listing coordinator, one closing coordinator, one ISA. In 2018, we sold 412 properties for a total revenue of $3,225,062. We established ourselves as one of the top producing teams in the area. This is the year I stepped out of production as the team leader and focused on marketing, recruiting, and expansion. Our team consisted of one team leader, who also acted as a listing specialist, one listing associate to support the TL, one listing partner, 16 buyer specialists, one listing coordinator, one closing coordinator, one ISA, one full-time photographer. In 2019, we sold 398 properties for a total revenue of $3,225,062. Although the number of properties sold was slightly lower than the previous year, the revenue remained at the same level, demonstrating the strength of our team and our ability to sell higher-priced properties. This year, we also opened a property management company. Our team consisted of one team leader, 2 listing partners, 18 buyer specialists, one listing coordinator, one closing coordinator, 2 ISAs, one full-time photographer. In 2020, we sold 528 properties for a total revenue of $4,908,508. This was driven by the high demand for properties due to low interest rates and a strong economy. Our team consisted of one team leader, one director of sales, 6 listing partners, 32 buyer specialists, 1 listing coordinator, 1 closing coordinator, 2 ISAs, 1 full-time photographer. In 2021, we sold 446 properties for a total revenue of $5,032,880. This was another strong year for our team, despite the challenges posed by the ongoing pandemic. Our team's ability to adapt and pivot to meet the changing market conditions helped us grow. Our team consisted of 1 team leader, 1 director of sales, 8 listing partners, 32 buyer specialists, 1 listing coordinator, 1 closing coordinator, 2 ISAs, 1 full-time photographer. These statistics demonstrate the impressive growth and success that teams can achieve in any marketplace when they focus and persevere. While many teams focus on goals over a single year, they often fail to see the impact they can have over a decade. I didn't want to win 1 championship. I wanted to win several, becoming a dynasty. Even if you aren't looking to build a real estate team, it is still good to understand how they function, and most of the principles in the following pages apply equally to individual agents and teams. Mastery. I recommend all team leaders achieve the highest level of licensing available. You are not only a team leader, you are the thought and regulatory leader. You must know how everything works, even at a franchise or office. As a leader, you may be able to delegate the tasks of compliance, but don't think you are not responsible for your team's compliance. As our team grew and my agents became more experienced, I paid for them to get the highest level of licensing. Outline your growth strategies and organization structures with the following questions. What are your short and long-term goals for your real estate business? Who are your ideal clients, and what are their needs and preferences? Where do they live? What do they do? And where do they go outside of their home? We'll go over this in Chapter 5. How do you plan to differentiate your team or yourself from your competition? What are the key skills and traits you're looking for in new team members? How will you manage and distribute leads among team members? What systems and processes will you put in place to ensure efficient communication and collaboration within the team? How will you measure the success of your team and individual team members? How will you stay up to date with industry trends and changes in the marketplace? What kind of support and resources will you offer team members to help them grow and succeed? How will you foster a positive team environment that is conducive to encourage the team member to choose to be productive? Next steps. How to build growth and success. Start with a clear vision for your team and its future and make it visible. See Chapter 3. Identify your 3 strengths, weaknesses, greatest opportunities, and biggest threats. Create a detailed organizational chart to clarify roles and responsibilities within the team. Build an organizational chart for how your team will look in 2, 5, and 10 years. Implement systems and processes that help streamline communication and collaboration. Set clear performance expectations and regularly evaluate team members' progress. Invest in training and development programs for yourself and your team. Gather feedback from team members and clients to improve your services and processes. Stay organized and focused on your goals, but be flexible and adaptable as the market and your team evolves. Establish a team that is resistant to major changes over 10-year cycles. This isn't a sprint. Surround yourself with experienced and knowledgeable advisors who can help you make informed decisions. Seek out and join like-minded team leaders and broker owners in a mastermind setting. Have a business coach who knows your industry inside and out to guide you. Celebrate your successes and learn from your failures. A healthy team celebrates wins and works through losses. Don't pretend there's a perfect team. Seek to create a committed team. In the following chapters, I'll show you exactly what we did and how we did it.